There's currently a scam going around in Fuerteventura, and in this video we're going to warn you about it.
So what is the scam that we're talking about? It's all about fake rental properties that are being listed on websites like Idealista, which is normally a trusted rental site, and also on Facebook Marketplace, which isn't.
Pretty much over the last couple of years, the demand for rental properties here in Corralejo especially has shot through the roof, and therefore prices have gone up really high.
Yeah, this seems to have been since COVID, really. COVID made this price rise go through the roof because a lot of nomads have come to the area and they're working online from their laptops. They're getting paid wages that you would expect in London and Brussels and Amsterdam, big city wages, and then they're living in a small town like Corralejo.
Yeah, and don't come to us, we're called Nomad Brothers, but we're not nomads or brothers, so
yeah,
we're not to blame.
I mean, I work from my laptop, but I press buttons and I press play. So one of the websites that we're talking about is Idealista, which is a really trusted rental property website. We used it to get our place, and I would use it again. And they're normally pretty good at finding fake advertisements, but it can still happen.
It can slip through, and actually you said that you've actually spoken to a few of the fake ones, and they've taken them down since, so they're doing really well.
But away from Idealista, Facebook Marketplace is becoming more and more popular to advertise things for sale, and people are using this for rental properties to buy apartments, and this is where it gets really dangerous.
And again, that's not to say that everything on Facebook, is fake. There are obviously some real ones, but just take the precautions before you invest anything into any of these things.
So as I say, I've been talking to a few people on Facebook recently that have listed that they've got some places for rent in Corralejo, and there's things that I've found that I'm going to talk to you about in this video. There's 3, I think, easy steps to kind of figure out if you're talking to a scammer or not. So we're going to go through them right now. So
number 1, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So the sort of prices you're looking at the minute for like 2-bedroom places is around like what, 1,000, 1,300 sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd say for a 2-bedroom apartment in Corralejo at the moment you're looking between 1,000 to 1,400 per month.
Yeah, and some of these scams are putting things up for like 500, 600 a month. It's not to say you can't get a bargain, but that is a bit of a red flag, and you should definitely look into it if things do look too good to be true.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, they were kind of the prices to rent in Corralejo. You could expect to find something for 500, 600, 700 a month, 2 bedrooms in Corralejo. That kind of was the prices before COVID, but that's changed now. So if it looks too good to be true, then be aware. So obviously with any scam, a lot of people say if it's too good to be true, it probably is. That's like a generic warning. But the things that I've seen when talking to some of these scammers on Facebook in the last weeks and months, something that I've noticed quite a lot of is a backstory. And a lot of people won't really look into this. But there was one that I was talking to yesterday that said that he was working and living in Malaga and had an apartment here in Corralejo that he wasn't using. And he didn't want money from it. He didn't care what kind of money he received from it. He just wanted someone to live in his apartment to kind of make sure it was okay. And this person was asking for 500 euros a month for a 2-bedroom apartment in the centre of Corralejo, which is an unbelievable deal. They provided us with photos of an apartment, but I would just say the backstory was he didn't need the money. And and this is what annoys me, if you were in a position to not need the money, I really highly doubt that you would put it on for so low anyway. Like, if you know what the market value of a property is, you're kind of going to go around that. You can go around the market value. If you really don't care about the money, you'll probably go a little bit below it.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
You wouldn't put it in a third. You wouldn't put a third of what it should be, would you?
No, and that's already like ringing alarm bells and stuff. And a big part of the backstory usually is a reason why they can't show you the house. The reason they can't show you the apartment before you actually invest any money into it. Exactly. Well, there was another one where you said you had to pay like a fee before you saw the house. No, you said they had to send out
This is the same apartment. So continuing the backstory, the guy said that he's living and working in Malaga, has the apartment here, and that he wanted us to part with 75 euros before we even saw the apartment, so that he could send his lawyer down to show us around the apartment with a rental contract drawn up. And I just replied, in which case do you go? I said I just wanted to view the apartment.
Yeah.
You don't need to bring your lawyer, you can bring your friend. You don't need to bring a lawyer in with a rental contract and pay him for that viewing, because I might not even like the apartment when I get there.
Yeah. Definitely.
So this was a way of trying to make us part with our money way too soon.
So be wary of the backstory. And the third precaution, or the third warning that it might be a scam, is that there'll be some sort of rush tactic to make you part with your money even quicker than you want to. To be like, this deal only lasts this long, or I've got loads of people looking, and to make you rush into making the bad decision.
Yeah. In the example that I just spoke about yesterday, where somebody asked us to send 75 euros to pay for their lawyer to show us around, this listing, because so many people are looking for apartments right now, whenever an apartment goes up, and if it's relatively at the lower end of the scale, they're getting about 150 messages a day.
Yeah.
Because the apartments here in Coralejo are like gold dust at the moment. So because they're getting 150 people messaging them, that's a lot of €75 that they could take, and it's a lot of money for the scammer to take off you. So even though it doesn't seem like a lot of money, that's maybe why you'll part with it even easier.
Exactly. If you think, oh, I'm going to get a really good deal out of it, it's only $500 a month, I just pay 75. I mean, just be really careful, because these are all red flags.
Yeah. So going back to the point number 3, the rushing tactics. In this message, the guy said to us, and we were talking to him last night, and he said, yep, come tomorrow, 6 p.m, send €75 right now and it'll all be booked in and it's yours. They're rushing you to do this. If you're going to view an apartment, it doesn't have to be the next day. I mean, it can be, and that's absolutely fine, but it could be in a couple of days' time. But the rushing tactics is a very popular scamming tactic to make you part with your money without even having time to think about the dangers of it.
Yeah, or they make some kind of excuses why it has to be done quick because of their leaving or because of this or that,
Yeah.
and it's definitely something to be wary of.
So this is something that's happening a lot in Coralejo at the moment. We wanted to put this out there to let you guys know. I'm not sure how many of you will be looking to rent properties in Coralejo, but the same thing can apply when you're looking to book holiday lets as well, I guess. Just be aware with where you're booking, who you're booking with, and the signs.
Yeah, and of course, don't ever send any money to anyone without actually either meeting them or like actually seeing the apartment you're going to live in.
Yeah.
Don't part with your money because it's not the normal thing to do.
No.
And so many people getting tricked.
So it's a really serious video from us this week, but it's something that's been kind of getting on my nerves as well. I mean, I'm looking for a flat at the moment for my girlfriend. She's having to move apartment, so I'm helping her look and do the apartment search for her. She was so excited when she found this flat last night at €500, and from speaking to the person, we realised that it was a scam. And I posted it back on the Facebook page to warn other people that it was a scam, and a few other people have commented saying that they knew it was a scam as well, and I think a few people have been caught out by it. So
Yeah.
just thought it was worth putting in a video, as we've got a bit of a platform here, and making it more of a well-known thing.
Yeah. So be careful, be on the lookout for red flags, get people's opinions, and don't send any money before you've actually seen or signed a contract with these people.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. Right now we want you to comment in the box below and get a conversation going, put some more warnings down there, more scamming tactics that people might not know about, and we'll get a conversation going down there to help everyone be a bit more safer online below.
Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.